Through the rolling hills of Montana, to the waving fields of grain, to the open arms of Montana, let my heart.
Hi everyone, my name is Liz Willis and this is my beautiful co-host.
Hey guys, I'm Alyssa Ashe. Welcome. We're here to bring you a pre-rally stream in Missoula, Montana.
Yeah, we're super
yeah.
excited. Once again, President Trump is coming tomorrow for another Make America Great Again rally, and we are going to dive into all the details about that, as well as the reason he's coming and who he's endorsing. But first, we were going, I think, do you have anything cool you want to share about Montana or any fun facts about Missoula?
Yeah, so a couple fun facts. So this is actually President Trump's third, and we're going to get into that a little bit more later. I'm going to tell you guys some details about him, but also where we are right now. So Missoula is actually the second largest county in Montana. It has a population of 72,000. And Montana was actually won by President Trump during the 2016 election. So Montana did vote red with a 56.2% vote.
Awesome.
And I'll be bringing you guys some more facts, kind of getting into more of the political details that I will be sharing with you all. So also, Montana is one of 10 states that President Trump won back in 2016, in which a Democratic senator is actually seeking re-election this year. So like I said, we're going to get into exactly who that is, Senator Tester, and just, why it's really important that people come out and vote for Rosendale. And also, we wanted to share with you guys, we wanted to welcome you guys, everyone watching. Thank you so much for joining in. Some of our fantastic moderators are here. Liz, you want to shout some out?
Yes. Okay, so obviously there's Swoosh for Trump, which is Alyssa's biggest fan. He's just lots of Alyssa. So hi, Swoosh for Trump, and James Allen, Jay Allen, Guinevere, thank you for, always working on the chat room. Let's see, James Wolf, hello.
James.
Good to see you. And Farmer James, Eagle David McLeod.
Yes,
the
British
rally.
Patriot.
He said, I thought the rally was tomorrow. It is tomorrow. However, we're just doing the pre-rally stream where we come on and we ask any questions you guys might have gathered throughout, the few days we were not with you, and also just talk about what's going to happen tomorrow, which is what I'm actually going to kind of jump into right now. I wanted to mention things that everyone should be prepared for tomorrow. For anyone who's never been to one of President Donald J. Trump's rallies before, they are quite just spectacular, something that is going to be absolutely 100% historic. And it's just really a blessing to be on the forefront of this monumental, rising of the GOP, just really maintaining that power in the House and Senate. And the reason that Donald Trump is coming to do all these rallies is, as most of y'all know, midterms. Midterms are going to be November 6th, and this is the fate of our country. And since the United States is, the best country in the world, it also affects the world. So this is a huge election. You guys, don't sleep on these midterms. We need this right now. The Democrats are acting crazy. There's no stopping them right now. And there's a quote I saw earlier that really stuck out to me. It was a commentator for Fox and also a lawyer. She also helped to campaign for Donald Trump back in 2016. Her name's Madison
awesome.
Gesiotto.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She was like Miss Ohio USA. She said, let me get this right. I should have pulled it up. Republicans who don't vote on midterms vote Democrat.
That's good.
So like if you don't just not vote. If you're registered, whatever, just get out and vote. Don't think that you don't need to, because this is crucial. This is why we are going to all these rallies. This is why Right Side Broadcasting just feels in our heart to get out there. So with that being said, now that y'all know the purpose behind these rallies, let me pull up these facts so y'all know a little bit. Like I said, tomorrow is the Make America Great Again with President Donald J. Trump rally. It is Thursday, October 18th, and he is scheduled to officially begin his remarks at 6:30 p.m. However, doors will be opening to to the public at 3:30 p.m.
Yes, and it's actually outside, right? At the Minuteman Aviation Field.
Kind of outside. So it's the Minuteman Aviation, like you said, and it's going to be a hangar. Okay. So we'll be shielded from any type of rain. However, we won't be shielded from wind or chills. So, but however, the Montana weather isn't going to be bad. We'll get to that in a second as well. Like we said, we're in Missoula, Montana. It's absolutely beautiful. We are just, and you know, that in itself means a lot to the Montanans.
Let me check on that.
You know, we're just gonna fact check
today.
We don't want fake news here. But it just means a lot to people because there was someone quoted who said he normally goes to places like Billings or just larger cities. So once again, he's coming out to the smaller towns, the lesser known ones, but still, like she said, 70,000 people and a lot of farmers. And what's special about Missoula is all their farming and their agriculture, and that is why they love President Donald J. Trump, because he is standing up for agriculture and farmers, and that is the backbone of America and what we were founded on, what our economy relies on, and they don't get nearly enough credit.
It's Montanans.
Just checked. Montanans. All right, got it. So once again, this is the airport. The venue is Minuteman Aviation at Missoula International Airport, 6126 Aviation Way. Doors open for the crowds at 3:30. And Air Force One is scheduled to touch down at 3 p.m. And a fun fact about this is that the venue actually changed from one venue to another, and the second venue supposedly is going to give us a better shot of Air Force One landing.
Oh, that'll be beautiful.
So, yeah,
hopefully I'm so excited to see that.
Hopefully we won't be inside at that point so we can get some cool pictures for you guys. Because normally at these rallies, he lands somewhere else because we're not at hangars, and then the motorcade will drive him, so we don't get to see Air Force One. Yeah. But this will be best of both worlds. So the reason he's coming, and, you know, in a little bit, I'm going to let Alyssa take off more into details, and then we can discuss, you know, the senators, but it's simply to campaign on behalf of the Republican Senate candidate Matt Rosendale and incumbent House Representative Greg Gianforte. Rosendale is seeking to unseat the two-term Democratic Senator John Tester, while Gianforte is running against Democrat Kathleen Williams for Montana's lone House seat. And this is going to be, like she said, I'm just reiterating, Donald Trump's third. So he was in Great Falls, Montana, and then he was in Billings, Montana, and now we're in Missoula.
Yes, and were you able to go to Great Falls or Billings?
I was able to go to Great Falls, Montana, and that was actually July 5th, which was really shocking because I thought, you know, maybe Donald Trump will take a break from his hardened schedule and just relax. No, he went to a venue with 10,000 people. Wow. And, you know, he held an incredible rally. It was at a fairgrounds. We interviewed a lot of just really patriotic people. I remember one that stuck out to me was Miss Tourism Montana, and she campaigns on behalf of just getting people, you know, to the state and being able to just explore everything Montana has to offer, which is a lot. It's stunning.
I remember some of the pictures you were posting. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You got to do that with Tom O'Neill, and you guys did a fantastic job.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's wonderful.
It was a lot of fun. I was sad you couldn't make it, but she was moving into Auburn. This was, you know, a while ago. Like I said, that rally was July 5th, so we were just getting the ball rolling. We had no idea what was going to be coming.
No, we did not know.
We'll go into more detail later, too, about this week because it's crazy.
It is.
So tomorrow, I wanted to discuss the weather. If any of y'all are going to be there, and we 100% encourage you to get out to these rallies. If you're on the fence, or even if you don't like Donald Trump, you need... And I know I need to say President Donald Trump. We just say his name like 10,000 times.
So much.
And 30.
His name is everywhere on our hats, shirts.
It's just, we
books.
say it. It's
I
just
started Art of the Deal. I know you guys will love that. So I don't have it with me at the moment, but once I get back, I'll keep reading it and get to chat with you guys about it on air a little bit. That'll be fun.
So attendees and protesters can expect sunny skies and mild temperatures with a high of 64 degrees. So tomorrow's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
And there is no chance of precipitation, and that is according to the Weather Channel. So we can expect a lot of fun. And then my final fact of things that I think you guys should know regarding tomorrow's rally is parking. Now, the Missoula International Airport provided this update on Facebook. Parking for the event is being handled by the White House staff. While we have very little information as of now, we will have plenty of signs on the day of the event to direct you to the proper parking. Attendees will have to take a shuttle bus from the parking area east of the airport off of Corporate Way, according to the Missoulian, and that is, the shuttles will start at 2 p.m.
Okay.
If you have any other questions regarding logistics of tomorrow's rally, shoot them into the chat room. and we would be happy to answer those for you. Alyssa, what do we have, to talk about when it comes to why Donald Trump is coming here, in particular for the senators? What's so special about Rosendale?
So, he's supporting a couple different candidates. He's supporting Rosendale and Greg Gianforte. So I don't have Rosendale pulled up right now. I will in a second. But something that Gianforte is really passionate about, you mentioned agriculture. It's really important, and he actually urged Farm Bill conferees to advance Montana priorities. So he's very much for the people. He knows that this is important to them. I mean, all you have to do is look around. We're surrounded by just beautiful mountains, and it's just so beautiful here. I can't get over it. I was tweeting about it earlier. And so Gianforte actually sent a letter to leaders of the Farm Bill. And this is from a press release. This was back in September, so pretty recent. And he urged them to advance Montana priorities in the new Farm Bill. And so he said, I urge you to support several provisions of importance to Montana. I look forward to building on the progress of past farm bills and passing this important legislation. And then he also asked conferees to include a strengthened safety net for Montana farmers and ranchers. He really cares about them, like I said, really for the people. And he also wants to maintain the sugar program to protect Montana's sugar beet growers and processors. He wants to support the Agricultural Research Service, which includes the sheep experiment station in Montana and Idaho, because we are, right next to Idaho, so close to it. And he also wants to preserve the farm credit system and reauthorize the Farm and Ranch Stress Assistance Network. So that's a little bit about him on agriculture. Also some other issues he's passionate about: Congress, the economy, education, health, public lands, and of course veterans and defense. So issues that obviously are really important to President Trump as well. And so I think, Gianforte will be able to support President Trump. President Trump will be able to support Gianforte. And so hoping to hear both Gianforte and Rosendale speak tomorrow. Now, Jan Walsh, question for you, Liz, just says, where is the rally? Can you go over that again for those that might
I would be happy to.
Now?
We are thrilled that more people are joining us, so don't be afraid to ask questions. If you think maybe we've already talked about it, we'll talk about it again. Yeah. That's what's so great about being able to have this live stream. And once again, for those who are wondering, we are looking at the chat room. So although Alyssa is pulling up some articles just so we can have, up-to-date and fresh information, you guys, we also have the chat room so we can answer any questions you have there. Now back to your question. The event of the Make America Great Again rally by Donald J. Trump will be at the Minuteman Aviation.
And you said it's a hangar, right? Airport hangar.
It's an airport hangar, so, dress warm, but the high is going to be around 64 degrees with no chance of precipitation. So,
good.
A jacket, some long pants, and just be comfortable. Don't try to be too fancy because it's going to be a lot of hardworking people, most likely getting off work a little early, coming after work, and just showing up and having fun together. Yeah. So, Minuteman Aviation, and that is going to be in Missoula, Montana.
Wonderful. Glad to hear it's a high of 64 degrees. I was kind of scared as we were flying in because we really just saw the mountains covered with snow.
Yeah.
And they were absolutely beautiful, but we went, oh my goodness, we're from the South, and we have jackets like this, and didn't bring our winter boots, still kind of, gathering that winter gear as we transition seasons. And so glad to hear that there is a high of 64.
Really
yes.
So Janine W. said it is very hard to find where and when the rallies are outside of RSBN. And yes, it is. And that's sad and I say this all the time, that mainstream media doesn't feel that this is newsworthy. They barely post it until the day of, when it's too late at that point for people to pack up their cars, whether it's an hour or a couple hours away. It's too late at that point to get there. So that's why we want to come on early and talk about it with you guys and just get the word out as much as we can. However, you can go to donaldjtrump.com/rallies. Well,
and you'll see the whole list.
You don't even have to do the /rallies. You can, and then something cool at the bottom. So you can click rallies. It's up there. But if anyone is interested, and I highly recommend this, is that let's load this. You go and you can click on the Missoula, Montana, link. And then at the bottom, you guys won't be able to see this, but just click on anything and scroll down to the bottom of donaldjtrump.com, and it'll say join our movement. So you'll just enter your email and your zip code, or you can text Trump to receive mobile alerts. So that's text Trump to 88022, and you'll get just, alerts about different rallies that he's announcing and stuff like that. So it's cool, although RSBN is a great source to knock it out of the ballpark, because we kind of revolve around these rallies. We absolutely love them, and we don't think that anyone is giving them enough credit. Now, with that being said, I would also like to let y'all know what our schedule is going to be like this next week.
Yes, please do. It's insane, guys. Get ready, buckle your seatbelts.
No, I have to look at this on my phone. So right now it is Wednesday, October 17th, right?
Yeah.
In Missoula, Montana. So tomorrow's rally will be Thursday, October 18th, and then Friday, October 19th, there will be a rally in Mesa. I hope that's how you pronounce it, or Mesa, Arizona.
Yes.
So we've actually had to break up our team, our RSBN family, into 2 groups, which is difficult because we like to be, big and all together. And we actually had to get another live view unit, and you guys know how expensive those are, but without them, there's no stream. There's no stream whatsoever, because there's just no chance of getting an Ethernet cord, especially at hangars. It's really difficult for that hard wiring. So Tom, Sherwin, and Max will be flying in tomorrow to Mesa, Arizona, and they will be giving you the full rally on Friday, October 19th, and again, that's Mesa, Arizona. So that's 3 flights, because you can't drive there. It would take days. And then there's going to be a rally in Elko, Nevada, and that is Saturday, October 20th at 11 a.m. So if you guys notice that, the rally in Arizona is Friday, October 19th at 7 p.m. the next morning.
Wow.
So it's literally impossible. Like, there's no flights, and it's like a 13-hour drive, so you literally can't get from point A to point B unless you have Air Force One.
Yeah.
So that's why we had to split up. This is why we had to get another live view unit, and it's really expensive to get to all these tinier towns. It's bittersweet because, it's expensive for us, but it's incredible to the people who live in those small towns where they've never seen a sitting president before, because no sitting president has ever cared enough to go there.
I know, and that's something we saw at one of the last rallies. Where were we? We were in a small town.
I know what you're talking about. And was it John?
No, and we go to so many I can't even remember.
I feel
we
like
were in a small town.
They're all small towns.
It was it in Ohio somewhere? Yeah, Lebanon. It was a small town. It was at the fairgrounds, and just people were blown away that President Trump would, come to a small town like theirs. The group of high school boys that we were able to interview, one of the things that kept resonating with them that they kept saying was how they were just, shocked that President Trump was actually there in their small town. It just meant so much to them. It was absolutely wonderful. And so I love that he's doing that. It is more expensive for us because we're flying into these regional airports, these tiny airports, just like we did today, instead of big cities. But it's great for the people.
So I'm going to just finish we have 2 more rallies that have been announced recently, 1 today. We also have a rally in Houston, Texas. So we are thrilled. That is going to be, I assume, the largest rally of the year. He is going to endorse Senator Ted Cruz. We're excited about that. That's going to be Monday, October 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Central. And then finally, for what we know, there will probably be more announced tomorrow. There will be a rally Wednesday, October 24th in Mosini, Wisconsin at 6:30 p.m. So we are so excited to do that. And as you guys know, we're completely viewer funded. We don't take, large donations from corporations or people who want to invest in us, because we don't want anyone to own us or own our rights to say whatever the heck we want.
Yes.
Because if you've seen what's happened when that happens, they'll cut off the president. They'll tell us, we need to edit this, or we need to post this, or, not be live. Because what if someone says something? We don't care. We believe in freedom of speech. We want to interview people and not let them be scared that the media is going to twist their words and misconstruct them into something that's not even what they said. And
definitely.
If you've seen any clips of Donald Trump, it happened last week, I think, with the New York Times. They actually clipped, disclaimer, it may not be the New York Times, so don't sue me, but it happened last week with a large, newspaper or online media place, and they clipped a piece of his speech and said that, he was saying that, was it Ulysses S. Grant?
Oh,
it was between
I remember
Ulysses
that.
S.
He mixed up the generals.
Yeah, it was stupid, and it was totally out of context, and that's why RSBN that's why America needs RSBN, that's why Donald Trump needs RSBN, because we're not going to do that. We're not going to try and make him look like an awful president or an awful guy, because he's an incredible president that is fighting so hard, 24/7, quite literally. Like, I don't think he sleeps for the American people. So, if you guys like what we're doing, because we love what we're doing and we are so happy to be able to give this message to you guys, then please donate. There is a number of ways you can donate to RSBN.
Yes. And
we use this money for flights mainly. I mean, it's at this point, y'all know we drove. You've seen us driving. We've taken 14-hour trips, and we have no problem with it. Our cameraman is a great chauffeur, but
he likes to drive.
At this point, there's just not enough time between rallies. So we're having to book flights into small airports, you know, a week out if we're lucky, and they're really expensive. So if you guys can help us out and help us get the president's message out to the American people, we would absolutely love that more than ever. You can do that by clicking the $sign in the live chat on YouTube. You just click the $sign and you can donate absolutely any amount that you feel comfortable donating, and we will appreciate it. We'll also be able to read it out on air. You can also donate through PayPal. Well, speaking of the live chat, Brandon Nader, let me know if I butchered that.
Thank you for your donation.
Said shout out to Madrox Hurricane Michael Survivor and donated $10.
Thank you, Brandon. Really appreciate that. And some other ways you can donate.
Yes, you can donate through PayPal. I know a lot more people are comfortable with PayPal because they use it for a lot of different things, and you can do that by going to rsbnetwork.com/donate, and we actually get 90% of those proceeds, as opposed to 70% from YouTube. So if you're someone like me and you don't want to give a penny to YouTube, and just wait for us to get black screened after I say this, because it happens.
It does.
Well, William M donated $20 and said, "God bless you, ladies,"
really
and RSBN.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, and the last way to donate, if you want me to take that one.
Take it away.
Okay. So you can actually, if you feel more comfortable donating through a check, we really understand that and we appreciate that. You can write it out to RSBN and you just send it to 1550 Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344 in Auburn, Alabama 36830. And the other night when we were actually producing the Diamond and Silk event, Joe, James, Max, and I got to go through those donations, the checks and the letters from you guys, and it really blew me away. The amount of support from you guys is fantastic, and so I just want you guys to know, if you did send a letter, thank you so much. I apologize that we don't have the time to, write all of you guys back because we're traveling all over the place like crazy, but thank you so much. So I just wanted to say it on air. It was really just encouraging to receive the support from you guys, that we really are making a difference, honestly, in history, because we're attempting, to help President Trump win again in 2020. And we're so thankful that we're able to do that.
Help him keep America great.
Yes. Yes, for sure. And wanted to shout out, so we were talking a little bit about the Texas rally. I brought my hat. Love Texas, just has a little Texas on it. It's from San Marcos. But the British Patriot said what happened to the area it's in really underwhelmed, because it's actually being held at the NRG Arena, which only seats about 8,000, 9,000. It's not being held at a stadium like President Trump had mentioned previously in his tweet. Yes.
I wonder if they'll change it. I thought it would be at like a Superdome.
I know. I hope that they change it, because this Texas rally is going to be huge, and there will be thousands of Texans outside. I know Candy Smith, you just said hope to meet you in Houston. Hope to meet you too. Houston's really special for me because I used to live in League City for a while and then Katy for a while. So, those are towns just outside of Houston. But yeah, I really hope they do move it to a bigger arena. It's going to be definitely needed. And also wanted to shout out, we just received a $20 donation from James Wolf. Thank you so much, James.
We appreciate that more than you know.
Yes.
Honestly, thank you so much.
So much.
Someone asked if you are feeling better from your cold.
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you. Liz and I were talking about how crazy it is. We're skipping all over the seasons.
Yeah, we are. I think we're fighting a different thing like all the time.
Yeah.
Well, we've got our vitamins, and as you can see, we're someone asked about migraines
Staying
as well.
hydrated.
I am just working on staying hydrated and taking vitamins because we went, we just go to from like summer in Georgia to winter in Montana. No, winter, where were Wisconsin, Minnesota. It was freezing. And now we're here where it's like fall, but the airplanes today were so dry. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, they were.
Alyssa's giving me some home remedies that her grandmother taught her.
Yes, shout out to Judy Ashe if you're watching. And it was so sweet. So while we were in Pittsburgh, my dad actually set it up on their TV so my grandparents can watch us on the big screen.
My mom did that for y'all in Las Vegas, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
We had a barbecue and watched you guys.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I love that. It's so funny. Even when we're not working, we're literally still watching each other. We don't get away from it. We really don't.
And it's actually kind of like, I don't know if it's weird or what, but like if I comment, like I get so anxious whether or not you're gonna acknowledge me, even though you're like my friend. I still idolize you.
Yeah. Well, when you guys, it was you and Sherwin and Tom. You were at a rally, and I was like coming, and I wasn't there yet, and I kept commenting, and you guys were so busy. I could tell it was a crazy time. Obviously,
you donated.
People. Yeah. Well, you weren't reading my comments, so I just started donating so that you had to read my comments.
Maybe we did that on purpose.
Yeah, and then that was when you got your pink MAGA hat. Do you still have that, or did you give it away?
I gave it away.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, well, the lady at the hotel was really sweet, and she wasn't able to get off work to go to the rally.
Yeah.
And it's rare kind of nowadays, which is sad for someone to ask you what you're doing, and when you say you're going to cover the president's rally, they get excited as opposed to making some snide remarks. So she was like, I wish I could go. I love your hat. I had a different one. I said, I'll get you one.
Yes.
So I gave her a hat, and then she let us live stream from the lobby, and it looked way better than the rooms we had. So
yeah.
It worked out.
Yes, and we actually have, back in my studio, I actually have 3 hats. So we can raffle those off tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we'll have to get a picture of them so people know what they're getting.
I have 2 Just the Tweets hats and 1 red, really nice Trump hat. And so I think we might have a picture. They're back in my studio, not Joe's.
I'm sure we can
Google. But we can show
it
you
or
guys.
something.
And what do we usually do for hats? Like $100 donations?
Yeah, the first one to donate $100 would get the Just the Tweets hat, and if it's like a President Trump hat, it's like.
Do you want to start that tonight?
Well, we don't. I feel like we need to have it with us. So.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna hold off on that, but stay tuned. We will be announcing more. Contests, fun things. Also, wanted to shout out, we just received a couple donations. Thank you so much, Steve Nisley. He is a wonderful, wonderful supporter. He just donated, and he said, thank you. I wish I could go to Texas. I love Texas.
So does Alyssa.
Great. I do. So he actually travels around painting all around the country, and
I know. I asked him to come to my
rallies.
house.
Oh, no way.
He'd be too busy. We need so much. We need so much work.
Steve, you can come to my future house. I can't paint my apartment right now, but one day I hope to have a house as beautiful as this one. We are staying in a lovely Airbnb. So quaint, very just colorful, kind of, those Northwestern vibes. I absolutely love it. Also, we just received another donation from Linda Freeman. Thank you, Linda. You want to read that one?
Yeah, but I also want to make this photo bigger so I can see who she was. She donated $10 and said, Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Trump Supporters. Lovely to meet you at Democrats. Very sweet girls.
Oh, you remember her from the premiere? You met a lot of people that night.
Comment. Did I interview or did Bailey interview you?
I feel like you did.
I just need to know, a sentence from the interview.
We can't see the picture, but watching those interviews, I feel like she is a gorgeous brunette that you interviewed. Possibly. Well, thank you, Linda.
People keep asking if I hurt my left wrist. This is an embarrassing answer. No. it's just clammy. So I'm moving it. Okay, I guess I'm nervous.
Also, thank you so much.
Try and stop fidgeting.
Cat Victory for your $5 donation, who says, y'all are doing a great job. Is anything planned for North Carolina other than the convention? No North Carolina rallies announced as of now.
Not yet, no.
But we will keep you guys
Was it on our
updated.
list? I don't think so.
No, but the convention is being held in Charlotte.
Okay.
Yes, the RNC.
Yeah, sure thing. And there's also going to be CPAC, and that's in February, I believe.
I think so.
And that's going to be in D.C., so that's definitely going to be something else that's going to be fun. February 21st through 24th. It's also something really fun to keep an eye out for. It is the Conservative Political Action Conference or Committee? Yeah, conference.
And you know we'll be there, so tune in.
Yes.
You don't want to watch anyone else's stream about it.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
You want. You can compare and contrast.
I really recommend anyone, if you get the opportunity to go to CPAC, do it.
Yeah.
I went 2 years ago before I really, not that I know a ton about politics, but
it
do. Was,
Liz,
I think more than a lot of people, but less than a lot of other people. But no, it's what I'm getting at is that it was a great eye-opening experience for someone who wants to learn, and you get to just see so many faces. I saw Ted Cruz, Jesse Waters, Katie Pavlich, just people that
that's wonderful.
I had been watching for so long, and it was really cool to me. I got to go with RSBN, and I just got to see these people and sit in on, discussions. And one of the discussions I remember particularly was women for, the right to bear arms. And they just talked about, there were so many stories, and they sat in these women that, and how their guns saved their life during attacks.
Wow.
So it was cool. I would definitely go to CPAC if you get a chance.
Did you miss the rally? Did you miss President Trump? No. The rally is actually tomorrow. And what time is he speaking again?
6:30 p.m.
Mountain Time.
I get really confused about those things.
Yes.
So
I
don't even know what Mountain Time is.
We are in Mountain Daylight Time right now. And, so this morning was crazy. Flew out of Atlanta. So we went, from Eastern Time back to Central because we had a layover in Dallas and then came into Montana. And we are in Mountain Time. I was doing some research about the time zones earlier because it's so crazy, to just switch back and forth. But it is really cool too because I believe Fox News runs on Pacific Time, right? I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
And so
well, I guess I'm just so we're giving away something tomorrow that's going to be really great. It's going to help with keeping America great.
Kind of like a fun, a different kind of
a different gift
that we usually So
stay
tuned for that.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's announcement about what we will be giving away.
I actually have one. I can show you.
With you? Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Trump's massive.
We're figuring things out.
It's this.
Yeah. I have a couple in my suitcase, but I think we'll wait. I think it's something you need to see in the mail. You need to see it to believe it.
Yeah, it's great. So stay tuned for a surprise that we will be premiering tomorrow night. And yeah, actually, I didn't get to talk about Democrats, but that was really an honor. I hope that some of you were able to tune in. I got to go with my other beautiful co-host, Bailey, while Alyssa was back in the studio producing. And I know you wanted to come, but I also am jealous because I've never been able to open the mail. And I know that's silly.
No way.
But I guess I was around for it once in the office, but I was new, so I didn't I was scared to be like, can I do that? But it's like a kid on Christmas. Mm-hmm. So, and Santa Claus never wraps my gifts, so unwrapping anything
it's fun.
Yeah, it's
really
fun. So, it's bittersweet. But that was a huge honor. Diamond and Silk were incredible, and the premiere, the movie Democrats itself was really cool. I'm hoping that they'll either release it to Netflix or YouTube or something because I think it could definitely go viral. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So for those that were not able to watch the premiere, what was your favorite part of it?
My favorite part of the premiere?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
You did great, by the way. You were absolutely fantastic.
Thanks. I didn't know what I was doing.
No, you were great.
But I just get so used to doing rallies that's kind of all I've done in terms of broadcasting and interviewing people, so I had to change up my questions and just get a different theme. I guess my favorite was just talking to people as usual, but then the movie itself, we got to sit down and eat popcorn, and we had little Democrat popcorn things, and the movie itself is funny. Okay. So that's why I think it's important that it gets released to a larger platform instead of just movie theaters, because I don't know the statistics, but movie theaters are dying. I know that. People do not go to them as much as they used to.
Which is so sad. I love going to the movies.
No, it's true. People don't do it. They stay at home. They want Netflix. They want to watch it on, like, their Apple, iMovie, whatever.
Yeah.
And they don't go as much. So I just feel like it could reach a much larger audience. And it needs to, because it's appealing. And not just to, someone that is obsessed with politics and wants to know everything about it. Even, a young kid or a college student that may not be that involved in politics would enjoy it because it's catchy and it's funny. And I feel like in order to get more millennials or teenagers out to vote, it's going to take stuff like that. So said, how long is the movie? I think it was like an hour.
Okay.
I didn't time it.
And Smart Business Decision, thank you for your $5 donation.
Bailey will be joining us in Texas. Is that how they say something? Texas.
Texas.
She'll be joining us in Texas. She's finishing up her last week at One America out in California, and we're anxious to have her back.
Yes, it'll be fantastic. So also kind of back, speaking of Bailey, she always provides our political information, so I'm kind of taking that over today. Well, President Trump is obviously stumping for Matt Rosendale for Senate, but he has kind of an interesting relationship with the current Senator Tester, and I'm going to kind of get into that a little bit for you guys. So Tester is actually the top Democrat on the Senate Veteran Affairs Committees, and he actually released an ad before President Trump had previously arrived in Montana for another rally, touting Tester's bills that had been signed into law by the president, which President Trump said was like a love letter. And he said, I almost thought I made the commercial about me and it was his commercial. So really interesting. So, President Trump does kind of have a good, or did have, some good relations with Tester, but now obviously he's stumping for Rosendale. And President Trump said, as for the Second Amendment, if Tester would get rid of it, he completely would. And
that's scary.
Yeah, it is. And so also President Trump has criticized Tester for voting against Neil Gorsuch's appointment to the Supreme Court, as well as his vote against the GOP tax bill. So even though, there were some good, you could say, relations there about the, Veteran Affairs Committee, still on some major issues, Tester is not aligning with President Trump. Obviously, he's not. He's part of the Democrat Party. So, of course, President Trump will be endorsing that Republican candidate. And so President Trump has also continued to hit Tester for his role in derailing the nomination this spring of President Trump's pick to lead the Department of Veteran Affairs, White House physician Ronnie Jackson. So that's kind of interesting. And Tester has played a central role in sinking Jackson's nomination. He actually went public with accusations of workplace misconduct while Jackson served as a physician by President Obama. And so, that was just kind of messy. So definitely expecting some name calling tomorrow. I mean, President Trump's going to tell us why Tester is not good. But hopefully he's going to tell us more reasons why Rosendale is great. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I cut you off. I just wanted to say it before I forgot it because it piggybacks on what you said. At the speech that President Trump gave in Billings, Montana, it was about, his speeches are roughly 80 minutes, and within that 80-minute time frame, he mentioned Tester and criticized him over 15 times. So tomorrow's definitely going to be a lot more of that, and we're looking forward to it because it's just awakening. I mean, people need to know exactly who they're voting for.
Yeah, definitely. Also, thank you again, Smart Business Decision, for your $5 donation. Who says Bailey should join RSBN as an anchor and go on all the time. She's great. She absolutely is. Would be awesome if we could have her full time. And where's Margaret Howell? She's, I believe, pursuing some other opportunities right now.
I believe so.
Yeah. So, and Dan the Plumber says, Liz, you are so insightful. She really is.
Thank you. We all are.
So thankful for her. It was good to catch up. I mean, we were only apart for 3 days?
2 days.
Yeah.
It felt like a week.
Definitely.
Nice.
So that's a little bit about Tester, and let's see, and Tester and Rosendale. And I am kind of trying to pull up those polls as well, pulling up some different statistics for you guys right now. But Liz, for those that may be just joining in, could you go over the logistics for tomorrow again, just those media logistics?
It would be my pleasure, Miss Alyssa.
Thank you.
So we mentioned this earlier, and I hope that you're not tired of hearing it yet, because I'm not tired of talking about it. We are in Missoula, Montana for President Donald J. Trump's Make America Great Again rally. This will be, as president, his third time coming and rallying, and this will be RSBN's third time covering it, because, you know, we don't miss it even if it's on a national holiday weekend. So this is going to begin, the rally begins at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. That is when President Trump is scheduled to begin his remarks. However, the doors will open at 3:30 p.m. The venue is Minuteman Aviation, and that is at Missoula International Airport, 6126 Aviation Way. So come on in. Again, that's going to be a hangar, so anyone who's thinking about coming out, just dress a little warm. It's not going to be an indoor event that we've gotten kind of spoiled and used to. You will be waiting outside in lines as usual, and
yeah, it's gonna be a great time.
You will be waiting here, and you'll also get a glimpse of Air Force One, which is exciting. He's coming to campaign on behalf of Republican Senate candidate Matt Rosendale and incumbent House Representative Greg Gianforte. Rosendale is seeking to unseat the two-term Democratic Senator John Tester, while Gianforte is running against Democrat Kathleen Williams for Montana's Lone C. And as I mentioned earlier, that attendees can expect sunny skies and mild temperatures with a high of 64 degrees with no chance of precipitation. So I'm pretty excited about that. And parking will be pretty easy to follow. You will see signs.
Perfect.
The White House is going to be in control, but they make everything really smooth. You just park, you get on a shuttle, and then you'll be there. You know, so just dress warm, dress comfy. You'll be waiting in lines for a long time because there's a lot of other patriots coming out. And I actually wanted to read something if I can find it. I screenshotted a bunch of things I thought were cool earlier, and now I have a bunch.
No, you're good. So while you pull that up, also wanted to say, I feel like most of our viewers are on the East Coast, but for those of you that may be actually in Montana or a surrounding state, please come if you can. We would love to see you. Absolutely love to see you. Let us know, especially you have the opportunity now. You guys know that DM me on Twitter at Alyssa RSBN. Let me know you're going to be there. Let me know what shirt you're going to be wearing, and we'll, you know, try to find you in the line, but also try to find us. You know who we are, and we want to know who you are too, and really interact with you guys. That would be so fantastic. And thank you guys so much for all of your interaction on Twitter. You know, I don't have the time, unfortunately, to respond to each and every message, but just know I do receive them, and I'm so thankful for them. So hopefully we'll get to meet some Montanans tomorrow.
Yes, I hope so. I have a feeling we'll meet a lot of them. Something that we take a lot of pride in is that RSBN doesn't think we are really interactive. We're here to meet the people. We're here to get to know these Montanans and what it is about their lifestyle and their local economy that makes them support President Trump and his policies. So we'll be interviewing the crowds, just trying to figure out, you know, why are you out here for President Trump? And
yeah,
we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
To the rolling hills of Montana, to the waving fields of grain, to the
We're having our
open
chief engineer work on that right now. However, there's not much we can do. It just comes with the territory of being in an Airbnb. It's just a way that we like to save money when we can, and we're sorry about that. But, you know, it's another thing we can grow and work on. I also wanted to bring up that the chairman for the Missoula County's Republican Central Committee, D. Kirk Boone, said, I can say it's been absolutely crazy in the Flathead, which means he's saying that phone messages, text messages, Facebook, and everybody's calling and wanting tickets. It has been a flurry of activity since the announcement, kind of like a rock concert. So that's really cool. I mean, it just shows the excitement for coming to see the president. And it just went on to say once again that Thursday, tomorrow's event, marks Trump's third Montana visit since July. So he's busy. He wants this day. But Kirk Boone says local Republicans' ardor for the president remains strong. He says, I think that it is just as much interest as the other two rallies have seen from what I can measure and the enthusiasm that I can measure. So I have no doubt. I bet, mark my words, it'll be even bigger because this red wave is coming for you.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, and it's not just a red wave, it's a red tsunami. And you know, we always hear blue wave, which is like
it's a joke.
A blue raindrop, but the red tsunami,
it's a blue tear.
A blue tear. That's
a good one.
The red tsunami will hopefully overtake the blue wave.
I mean,
that's what we're expecting. That's what
I
we're
should
hoping.
be worried about it, but I'm not, because coming out to these rallies and seeing it firsthand, I have a friend, bless her heart, super liberal. I got to see her when we were at the premiere. She came by Trump Tower, and she said, where can I meet you? I said, well, you might combust into flames if you come here.
Is she watching this right now?
Probably not. We try to leave politics out of it because we do adore each other.
Good.
But what was I saying? Oh, so she's a lobbyist in D.C. So we couldn't be more opposite if we tried.
Yeah.
But she said, do you really think that, these rallies are helping? And I said, yeah, you got a lot to be worried about.
Yeah.
And she's worried. And she's normally someone who would just have a lot of pride and, not let that get to her. She was like, yeah, I think so too. So,
wow.
As they should be. At least, on some level, they're in reality.
Yeah, that's good to hear from that perspective, definitely. And there has just been, whenever President Trump comes and really just stumps for these candidates, it just increases their popularity. It increases, who's following
even just a
them.
tweet.
Oh, yeah.
With the Georgia
the
GOP
tweets
primary.
Phenomenal.
It was Cagle and Kemp. He just supported Kemp, and all of a sudden, I think it went up, James, like 30%?
Oh, more than that.
It was ridiculous.
More than by 30%.
Yeah. It just totally flipped. Just with a tweet.
Yeah, for sure. And wanted to shout out, thank you so much. Which is funny, I just said, for sure, we just got a donation from Not Sure. $5 donation, thank you. Who says, where's the brunette that's always with you? Well, obviously, we're both here. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I was going to say.
Bailey is finishing up at One American News Network. And so she's just, learning more. And we're excited to have her at some more rallies in the future. But we're going to have to tell her about all these wonderful comments.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
she has
It'll make her day.
Received. Yeah, it will definitely make her day. We're so thankful for her. She is absolutely fantastic.
I want to take a moment to remind everyone that RSBN is going to be out here killing the game this week. We've got Montana, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, Wisconsin, all these rallies all over the United States. We are flying there. We are killing it. We're so excited to bring in these rallies. And if you like what you see, and I mean, those who have been with us even, for a week or from the beginning, that we are the only network out here that's doing this. People might, if we're lucky on a good day, maybe Fox will show the rally on their website or something.
Yeah.
I mean, chances aren't even great of that, which is sad.
Well, and I've also noticed sometimes they'll show it in their later shows.
Yeah, I mean,
even
a
Judge
clip.
Janine Pirro was streaming the Topeka, Kansas rally.
Did they do the whole
thing? You guys
thing?
were at. I think so, or at least the speech.
Well, I'll give her some
but
credit,
it wasn't
I do like her.
until later, so it's not
live
like we are.
So if you want to see it live, honestly, I think it's great. I watch it when I can't go to these rallies because sometimes we have to split the team up. But if you like what you see and you're down for, I mean, think of what you would pay, like I said, going to those expensive movie theaters. Just, if you can find in your heart to donate, I just want to reiterate how you can donate to Right Side Broadcasting and how you can help support the president.
And are we taking another?
Just a quick 15 seconds.
We're taking a quick break, so don't go anywhere.
I'm switching the service.
To the rolling hills of Montana, to the waving fields of grain, let my heart ever turn again. Hear the plane, falling sweet and low. Let me feel those ties that bind me, and my heart to your heart, Montana. Feel those ties that bind me, and my heart to your heart, Montana, and my heart to your heart, Montana, Montana, Montana.
Go ahead, you're
Viewers?
live.
No, like if we're live.
Yeah, sorry, you said you're live.
Okay,
Hey everyone,
sorry
sorry
for
about
that
that.
technical difficulty. Like we said earlier, this house is adorable and cute, but the Wi-Fi and the bandwidth is not taking well
What
to
happens
what we
in the
need.
mountains? I remember that from school at North Greenville. We were in the mountains. Beautiful, beautiful. Love North Greenville. But we had a joke. Sometimes we would call Crusader Connect, Crusader Disconnect, our Wi-Fi network, just because,
That's funny.
You know, when you're in the mountains, that happens. But I know they've improved a little bit. And Liz, did you want to
Yeah,
add on something one last time?
I was talking about donations, and this will be one last time before we wrap up this evening. Once again, thank you for everyone who's staying with us despite the technical difficulties. You guys are rock stars. We love you to death.
We do.
But if you want to donate, you can donate by going to the $sign in the bottom right-hand corner of the live chat on YouTube. You can donate absolutely any amount. It means the world to us. You can also donate by going to PayPal. So if you want to do that through PayPal, you can go to rsbnetwork.com/donate, and we get to keep 90% of those funds, so we'd be thrilled, and that money is just going to go mainly towards travel. This is ridiculous how expensive these flights are to get to these regional airports. Like I said, it's bittersweet because President Trump needs to go to these small towns that sitting presidents don't normally pay attention to. but it's also expensive. So we want to say thank you to everyone who's donated. You guys are literally, you know, the foundation of this company and what keeps it moving. So you guys are definitely helping us out and helping out Donald J. Trump. So we thank you very much for that.
Yeah, we love you guys. So a couple notes. You want me to get into it?
Kill it.
So Matt Rosendale, he is actually the candidate for Senate that President Trump is endorsing. If you go to his website, mattformontana.com, you'll see right under Rosendale for U.S. Senate, it says Trump conservative. So he is a huge President Trump supporter. He's a fighter for Montana, and he is a son and brother of U.S. Marines. This is a fun fact. So he was actually recruited by his neighbors to run for the Montana legislature because of his conservative values and his no-nonsense style. And he's currently the state auditor, and he has cut office operating costs. And he's also an expert in land use and management. So those are just a few facts about him, some, you know, general facts. Tomorrow we'll really get into more of the issues because hopefully you guys are going to hear him speak. I'm excited. Were you guys did he speak at in Great Falls, Montana?
He did, yeah. It was awesome.
Okay, good. So I'm really excited to hear from him tomorrow. It's so wonderful, you know, as we get to go to rallies all across the country. It's really helping us to prepare for our midterm election coverage, which we're excited to bring you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that on November 6th, of course.
Okay, these Halloween emojis are so cute.
Yes, over on YouTube.
Is that part of the $4.99?
Probably. Those are probably the sponsors, members.
They make me want to go
Makes
play.
me want to become a member, right?
I know. I hate that I can't use those. I just need to bite the bullet and do it. So if you want those emojis, that's $4.99. You can just click subscribe. It's underneath the video, and you'll have access to our faces and Donald Trump and just a lot of fun different gear, like the Donald on Reddit, that emoji. It's a lot of fun stuff. So we wanted to thank you all for tuning in with us tonight.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
It has been a lot of fun. If you have any last minute questions, we'll be reading those, but we do have to wrap up. We've got an awesome day tomorrow. We're thrilled and excited to be about. Let us know if you're going to be there, or, you know, just come up to us. Please don't be shy. It makes our job so much easier instead of having to go and tell people, like, we promise we're not fake news, because I understand why they don't want to be interviewed, why they're kind of hesitant a lot. I would not want someone putting a camera in my face nowadays. The way things can go viral on Twitter if you just give them one, like, wrong look.
Yeah, you could become a joke. You never know where it's going to end up.
So if you know how we are and you know that we won't do that to you, please come talk to us. We'd love that.
Yes, we absolutely would. So please join us tomorrow. We will be bringing you all-day rally coverage at President Trump's Make America Great Again rally in Missoula, Montana.
Yes.
It's going to be a blast. So please join us. Of course, if you are in Montana or a surrounding state, we'd love for you to come out and meet you.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
As we like to say, God bless and good night.
The tumbleweeds grow. The wanderers go, the prairie winds blow, the tumbleweeds grow.